Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to another video. Just a really quick, like I said, I've been made no any other videos other than what I'm doing for my reactions for Zombieland Saga Revenge, though. But because I've been binge watching and reviewing, making my pre-recordings for Anime Month, though, so that's why I haven't done much. That's why, in a crunch time, you want to gather as much information when you're watching or rewatching. So that's what I've been doing. But on that, though, the subject at hand, by the title, another well-known actor for me has now passed away. Sadly, I heard today, and I've always liked this actor, and that is of Charles Grodin. Now, for me, I've always grown up. I've always well known and remember from Beethoven's 1 and 2. Yeah, Beethoven. He played George Newton, the father of the family. From Beethoven, and I always enjoyed him. I always liked him in Beethoven, the first two Beethoven films. For the first Beethoven, both Beethoven, the first two Beethoven films are classics to me. Because the first one, I always, first he didn't like Beethoven. He always didn't like the idea of having bringing a dog in the house. He was always taking care of it and causing him trouble. Of course, that little montage. The song "Roll Over Beethoven" playing. And to the point at the end of the song where Beethoven's just, what with shaking himself off and getting it all over, and it's just like, no, die. And by the end, he liked Beethoven. He regretted what he was doing at the end. Then he wanted to help get him back. And of course, I thought it was good when he just came crashing through the ceiling. When he was on the roof. And Beethoven's second, and of course, when he was his reaction when he found the puppy's like, "Oh no!" Or a little more funny moment where he was like trying to chop wood. He chopped a piece off, and the little piece of the wood hit the front lens of his car. He's like, "Oh!" Or at the burger eating contest, first because he was eating a lot of food earlier, and but he didn't want, but. When a couple of guys were calling him wimp, so he's telling Beethoven, "Let's go, big fella," and starts pounding down the hamburgers. But I always enjoyed Charles Grodin. I always enjoyed for the first two Beethoven films. I always remember him by. But the films I liked him as well. Of course, he was in the '76 remake of King Kong with Jeff Bridges. I think that Karen Allen was also in that. I forget. Was it Karen Allen who was in that? As the main female lead, but I know Jeff Bridges was in it. But Charles Grodin, he was in a supporting role in that. He was in the original Rosemary's Baby. He was in a supporting role in that. I forget, was he part of that cult family? I forget. I think he was. I haven't seen Rosemary's Baby in forever. Plus, first of all, I'm not a big fan of director Roman Polanski anyway, though. But I do recall he was in Rosemary's Baby. But that film, the 76 remake of King Kong. He was in The Heartbreak Kid. The Heartbreak Kid from 1972. What else? And he was also in the film. He was in a film called Clifford. Yeah, Clifford, not Clifford the Big Red Dog. Just a movie by the name of Clifford. It had Martin Short in it. I don't know, how can I forget? Another one who was also in the lead as well. Midnight Run with him and Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro was well, it's not like a bounty hunter, but he was the guy who it was like what's that job? You know what Gerard Butler's role was in that, and with Jennifer Aniston. That was his that type of job. But yeah. Midnight Run with him and Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro was trying to bring in, trying to get Charles Grodin, which he had him, trying to get him from point A to point B. Yeah, and Midnight Run I enjoy. Robert De Niro, of course Charles Grodin. I forget what was his name who played Taggart from Beverly Hills Cop, which that was also from the director of Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah, but I enjoyed Midnight Run. That's another good comedy film. But yeah, Midnight Run, of course, Beethoven 1 and 2, King Kong, 76, Rosemary's Baby was in that. Clifford, the Heartbreak Kid. But I always enjoyed Charles Grodin. Sadly, he didn't do too much later on though. But I always liked him as an actor. And sadly, he's now passed away, 86 years old from bone marrow cancer. Yeah, that's one I hardly ever hear of, bone marrow cancer. It sucks. So yeah, Charles Grodin, may he rest in peace. I would like to do a little tribute, with the Beethoven theme though, roll over Beethoven, but of course, copyright and all that stuff. So, but Charles Grodin, may he rest in peace. And I always love watching the Beethoven films and other films that he also supported, like Midnight Run, King Kong '76. But the Beethoven films I always will remember him from. Roll over Beethoven, or I forgot, Beethoven's second, the opening with Beethoven had that dream and Charles Grodin comes in with his giant stick, with his giant huge stick, like, Beethoven, I want you to have this. Yeah, those are fun. Those are fun family movies, classics. And you can check out my reviews on I did visits and revisits of both those films, so you can check both the original reviews and the revisit reviews. Charles Grodin, he's always been good for me. But yeah, Charles Grodin, may he rest in peace. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next review. And anime with this be coming up pretty soon, so hope you can be looking forward to that. Later.